Eat smart for healthy weight. I am Dr. Peters with Peters Wellness, Chiropractic and Massage, and this week's quick video, I just wanted to talk about what we're going to talk about in this week's Optimal Health University, and that is eat smart for healthy weight this year. And whether you watch this year or next year, it's not going to matter, because if you want to be at a healthy weight, you have to eat intelligently. And I think a problem that people have with this is that paradox of choice. There's so many choices and so many directions that we can go when it comes to eating well. So I want to just outline a few points that I think will help. And number one is, no matter what system you're going to do to lose weight, I think it's very, very important for us to understand why. Why do you want to lose the weight? Why do we want to lose the weight? What is the weight you want to get down to, and what is the reasoning for that? So what is your motivation? If you're doing it because you have high cholesterol or you have atherosclerosis, or is it because you just want to look different when you look in the mirror? Or is it because you're too tired at the end of your workday to take the time to spend with your kids or your spouse and do the things you want to do, because you're on this constant roller coaster of energy because you're not eating properly? So if you're looking for, most people don't need a reason to lose the weight. They already know that being at a lower weight is a healthier way to be, to reduce the chances of some diseases ranging from erectile dysfunction to osteoarthritis, because the extra weight and the sugar, the inflammation it causes in our bodies is just horrible, and it wreaks havoc on our skeletal system, our musculoskeletal system. So one of the things I would really, really recommend, it all depends on what level you're at, how heavy you are, or how tired or exhausted you are, because just because someone's thin doesn't mean they're healthy. And just because someone has a lot of energy, maybe they're drinking 6 espressos a day, maybe that's why they have their energy. So there's healthy ways to lose weight and there's unhealthy ways to lose weight. And the goal, of course, would be to lose the weight in a healthy manner, a healthy fashion. So one of the great ways to do it, obviously, step on the scale, see where you're at. And, in the beginning, people will lose 3-4 pounds a week, maybe more. But a good healthy weight loss, if you Google it and look around, like a pound a week is a really good number. So if someone's 50 pounds overweight, they might lose 4 pounds the first 2-3 weeks in a row, but then that's going to level out. So the quick loss can be exciting, and then when they start to plateau, that gets really frustrating and aggravating. And that's why, number one, I recommend if you work with a trainer. I love Lifetime Fitness. I've been going there for years. I know a lot of the trainers there. A lot of them come in and see me, and I would recommend that you work with someone. They'll weigh you, they'll take your body measurements, they'll look where your weaknesses are, and they can even put together meal plans to help you. So the other thing I would recommend, along with body weight and body fat, is maybe getting your blood work done. Do a fasting blood work analysis. There's a naturopath that I like to send people to. She does the blood work, Dr. Elton, and she can do that for you. Or even your primary care, if you've got insurance, you go to them and they can do your blood work. But make sure it's a fasting blood work. And then do the weight loss, and in maybe 3 months or 6 months, do your blood work again. Check the triglycerides, check your HDL, check your LDL, check all the things that we know to check, and try to get those within those normal limits. Also, then one of the sayings I love, some sayings that we know are really just, they're not very good, just like folklore, they're not true. But one of the ones I love is, abs are made in the kitchen. And the reality is, think about it, if you're burning 2,000 calories a day and you're eating 3,000, the weight loss probably is not going to be as good as it should be, if at all. So looking at your consumption and looking at what you're putting in your body, but not just in calories, but the quality of food that you're eating, of course. So one of the dietary plans that I really like, if you just want to look online, or if you come to the office, I have a printout, it's a Word document I just give people. It's a Whole30 diet. And with it, I usually do a liver cleanse, because the liver is going to have to process all those triglycerides and everything you're getting rid of in your body. Think of your liver like your fuel filter. And if it's clogged up, your car ain't going to run well, if at all. So Whole30 is a great diet, and there's a lot of them out there. It doesn't really matter to me what someone does. I think it's important to experiment for what works for us. But if you do something for 3 months, you're not noticing results. A mistake is just an experiment run too long. So, run something for 3 months. If it's working, man, do it for another 3 and another 3. You run something for, 3 months and it's not working for you, you don't feel the energy. Maybe even before you get to the 3 months, it's time to put it behind you and move on to something better. But read, educate yourself. YouTube has so many great videos now on different dietary techniques. But be careful of the information overload. Pick 2 or 3 of them, read about them, find the one you like, focus on it, make sure health-wise it makes sense, and then move forward and do it, and just stick to it. So one of the other things I want to recommend with a weight loss type program is make sure you get enough sleep. And people say, what does sleep have to do with losing weight? Well, if you're tired, exhausted, fatigued, number 1, you're not going to make good choices. Number 2, you're going to be tired all the time. And I would recommend that you work out in the morning, first thing in the morning before you even get any food in you, especially if you're working on weight loss. Because if you don't have any fuel in your stomach that you're going to use for fuel, if you don't have any food in there, then your body's going to go to fat stores and it's going to burn that fat. So trying to lose the weight, working out in the morning is going to be a better choice. And try not to eat. Now again, if someone's really, is in good shape and they're trying to gain muscle, it's a very different process that you will go through. So if you're trying to lose the weight, I would try to wait an hour after your workout before you eat. You're going to burn sometimes more calories for that hour after than you would even during the workout. So try to wait an hour before you put anything in the stomach. Make sure you're meal planning, not only just eating well, but plan your entire week. And my wife and I plan out our whole week of meals. It's easy. I eat the same thing for breakfast every day. I've done that for the last, 14 years. And lunchtime, I'll vary that up a little bit. Dinner time sometimes would be the most difficult. But if you plan it out ahead for the week, it's just done. You don't even have to think about it and waste energy on it. Weighing yourself consistently. Some people will say, and this varies a lot. Right now, what I've been doing for the last 3 weeks is I weigh myself every single day. Now, I know some people, oh, no, you shouldn't do that. And I think depending where you are in your mindset, it may be a good idea. It may not be. I love it. I love weighing myself every single day. And I'm working on that. I used to weigh myself weekly, but I was doing some studying and reading. And someone made a valid point, and that is if you're 50 pounds overweight, it didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen in a week. It didn't happen in a month. Imagine if you were checking yourself every single day and just making sure, hey, did I gain a half a pound? Did I gain a pound? Did I gain a quarter of a pound? And then so I actually write it on a dry erase marker on my mirror. I say, Monday, here's my weight. Tuesday, my weight. Wednesday. I don't care if I go up or down a pound or 2 within a day. I just want to see that consistency week by week. I want to see it going down. And I don't want to wait 7 days to find out. It's like if you're, like testing in school. If you're going to be studying for something, you want to have quizzes along the way. Hey, are you getting it? Are you missing this key concept? And you don't want to wait till the end of the week. I think the person should do it quicker and sooner. Also taking your measurements. Again, if you work with a trainer, they'll measure you. I got Amazon. I got one of those measuring a caliper. You just wrap around, you push a button, and it tightens to the same tightness every body part. Because if you pull or snug it up too much, you can fluctuate it, a quarter or half inch pretty easily. So it's not very accurate that way. So it was like $7-8 on Amazon. I love it. The other thing, when you're working out and exercising, very, very important, of course, to make sure that your body parts are moving well. Make sure your joints are moving well. And of course, for me, I'm going to tell you, get adjusted. Make sure you're using the foam roller, because if you get injured, that's what slows people down. Almost everybody, they get an injury and they stop being active, but they're still eating the same. They're not burning the calories, but they're still eating the same. And they put on 3-4 pounds, and then 3-4 pounds, and then that turns into 5 or 6 pounds. And then maybe something else goes on, and now they're at 10 pounds over. So it's just that trickle down or trickle up effect, and it can turn into the loss of energy, the lack of motivation, and want to make sure that people are really focusing, because being obese or just being overweight, listen to this: cardiovascular disease, diabetes, cancer, dementia, erectile dysfunction, insomnia, sleep apnea, osteoarthritis, just to name a few. So look at your weight, check yourself before you wreck yourself. And if you need help, text me. Or a lot of you have my cell number out there. You can email me. You can hit me on Instagram. You can hit me up on Facebook, YouTube, wherever, and let me know if you need something more specific.